Chris, could you pick up diapers from the pharmacy by the station on your way home? They have a great deal on bulk packs, limit 2 per customer. They open until 8 p.m. today for the sale. We really need them by tomorrow morning.
What? Why me? Can't you handle it? You're home all day.
I literally can't go out right now. That's why I'm asking you.
Why not?
Both babies have been crying for hours. I can't even put them down in their cribs. Plus, you know I still can't drive after the C-section. The doctor said at least 2 more weeks.
Just order them online then.
I'm trying to save money since we need double of everything for the twins. The hospital bills just came in too.
It's what, a few bucks difference?
The pharmacy has them for $35 per pack. Online, they're $45 plus shipping. That's $20 more total for 2 packs. Plus, we'd have to wait 3 to 5 days for delivery. We only have enough for tonight.
Who cares about $20? I'm the one paying for it anyway.
We need to think about our budget now. The formula costs are already double what we planned, and Kai needs special sensitive formula now. Plus, we still need another crib and changing table. The pediatrician says they're too big to share.
If you want to pinch pennies, fine, but don't drag me into it. I'm exhausted from work every day. The last thing I need to do is run errands.
The pharmacy is literally in your station building. You walk past it every day. I wouldn't ask if I had any other option. Please, Chris, just this once.
I don't know why you can't just go by yourself. If you can't drive, call a taxi or something. And while we're at it, start cleaning the house properly. I'm sick of coming home to this mess every day.
I want to keep things cleaner, but I'm overwhelmed with the babies right now. The dishes pile up between feedings. I can barely keep up with their laundry.
They're newborns. How much work can they be? It's not like they're running around making messes. You're the one making the mess.
Do you know how many diapers we go through? At least 12 each per day. Plus all the outfit changes when they spit up, and the constant bottle washing. Both crying at different times. It's incredibly busy. Having one baby would be hard enough, but we have 2. I need you to understand how hectic things are.
Just clean up after feeding and changing them. How hard is that?
Things come up all the time. They're not always quiet at the same time. If you have complaints, maybe you could help more with the housework or childcare. Even just holding one while I feed the other, or folding their clothes while I bathe them.
I change diapers sometimes.
That's literally all you do, and you make me handle it when it's really messy. Plus, you hand them right to me whenever they cry. You haven't done a single night feeding, or helped with bath time once.
Calming crying babies is the mother's job.
That's not a rule at all. They're your children too. The parenting class said fathers can comfort babies just as well. Remember when the nurse showed you how?
I work all day and can barely sleep with the twins crying at night. What more do you want from me? All you do is lay around taking care of babies.
Taking care of them is hard work. I don't have time to lay around. I'm up every 2 hours. The doctor says I'm still at risk for complications. I can barely lift them both at once.
Working is definitely harder. Plus, you can rest whenever during the day. You're being so dramatic.
I'm not being dramatic, and I just gave birth. My body still isn't fully recovered. Could you at least help make dinner, please?
Look at other moms out there. Single moms work, take care of kids, and do housework. You're a stay-at-home mom only handling babies, and you want me to cook too?
Yes, single moms are amazing, but you're here. You're their father. It's not the same situation at all. We're supposed to be partners. The babies need both of us.
Stop being so needy. You did great giving birth, but that's not the end of it.
I know that. I'm trying my absolute best here, but I need some help sometimes.
Then handle the housework and childcare properly. If the house is still a mess when I get home, I'm not helping with the babies at all. Vacuum the living room before I get home and do the laundry. Why haven't you responded? Are you ignoring me now? What's with that mountain of laundry? What do you even do all day?
Sorry, I'm just really exhausted.
I don't care about your exhaustion. I can't even relax on my day off because the house is such a mess.
The babies had their checkup today. I had to take them both by myself. It took hours just to get them ready and into their car seats.
That's no excuse for the state of this house.
Listen, I'm really not feeling well lately. I'm barely getting any sleep. Please help with either the housework or the babies.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. Why can't you understand? I'm at my limit.
Why can't you do what everyone else can do?
What do you mean, everyone else? Most new parents have help. Your sister had her mother-in-law stay for a month when she had her baby, and she only had one.
Stop making excuses. My sister never complained this much.
I am trying to keep up with cleaning and housework, but with two babies, there's just no time.
Are you wasting time? There's 24 hours in a day. You should be able to handle housework perfectly.
The babies take up most of those 24 hours. I'm constantly feeding, changing, or trying to get them to sleep. When one finally settles, the other needs something.
You're just disorganized. How incompetent are you?
It's not about competence. Listen, there are children. Couldn't you act more like a father?
Who do you think is supporting this family? You can live like this because I'm working.
Yes, but that's separate from childcare. Working doesn't mean you can ignore being a parent. The babies need their father, too.
How dare you complain when I'm doing what I should? You're a stay-at-home mom. Handle the kids and house. Work yourself to the bone. Your job is to support me.
I am trying my hardest, but I need help sometimes. That's normal in a marriage.
Then try harder. Oh, and take my suit to the cleaners.
You could have dropped it off yourself when you were out.
What? That's your job. Why should I have to do it?
Because it's your suit. You can handle that much yourself. I've got both babies crying right now. I can't just leave them to take your suit. I don't have 3 children. I have 2. I can't be doing everything for you.
I'm out earning money, aren't I? What about you? Are you earning anything at all?
Childcare and housework would cost plenty if you had to pay someone. Just because there's no paycheck doesn't mean it's not valuable work. Do you know how much twin daycare costs? Or a full-time housekeeper?
Are you serious? Let me tell you something. Your housework and childcare isn't worth paying for. Your cooking is lazy, and you can't even keep the babies from crying. Getting paid means doing work at a professional level.
Nobody's perfect at childcare from the start, and with twins, I can't stop both from crying at once. Plus, the house gets messy because you won't help at all.
You're blaming me? You're unbelievable. Oh, right. My mom's coming day after tomorrow, so learn proper housework and childcare from her. Try not to disappoint her too much.
Maybe she can help you understand what I'm dealing with.
She raised 3 kids without complaining.
Did you ask her if she struggled? Or if your dad helped?
Just make sure the house is presentable before she arrives.
I'll try. But I really need some sleep first.
Whatever, just don't embarrass me. Hey, Katie, the house is a complete mess. You haven't cleaned and you've left the house? Where did you go? The living room's still not vacuumed. And there are dirty dishes everywhere. The laundry's still in the dryer from yesterday. Did you even try to clean today? I told you my mom was coming. Answer me when I text you. This is getting ridiculous. You can't just ignore me. I'm calling your phone now. Pick up when I call you. Why aren't you answering?
If it bothers you, clean it yourself.
What? Watch your tone. Housework is your job. Don't slack off just because you had kids. You're a stay-at-home mom. What are you doing? Mom was here today, right? What did you even learn?
That's enough.
What?
This is your mother. Come apologize immediately.
Mom? Is that really you? Where's Katie? Why are you using her phone? Someone answer me! What's happening?
Katie's sleeping at home.
What's she doing sleeping? And what's this about apologizing?
She collapsed because you worked her to exhaustion. I'm so ashamed to face her parents. Your children were just born. Why aren't you helping at all? Why did you push Katie to this point?
Push her? I just wanted her to handle the housework and childcare properly. She's been slacking lately. The house is always a mess. I work hard to provide for them. I deserve to come home to a clean house.
You could do those things yourself. When was the last time you changed a diaper? Or got up for a night feeding? Or even held your own children? When was the last time you gave Katie a break? Or asked how she was feeling? Or thanked her for anything?
But I'm working!
Your father did everything to help when we had children. The postpartum period is already difficult enough. One wrong move and your body breaks down. Why couldn't you be kind to Katie after she worked so hard to give birth to your children? She had major surgery. She's caring for 2 newborns, and you've done nothing but criticize. She's still healing from the C-section. The doctor said she needs rest, but you won't let her rest for a minute.
I was still nice to her. I put up with her lazy cooking and didn't complain about the laundry piling up for days.
That's what you call nice? Do your own cooking and laundry. Don't you feel any remorse? Katie's been getting only an hour of sleep. She passed out while I was there today. I found her unconscious on the nursery floor. The babies were crying in their cribs. Thank God I came when I did. She could have been seriously hurt.
What?
She must have hit her limit. She woke up hours later crying and apologizing. When I heard the story, that you wouldn't help with anything, I realized Katie's at her breaking point. So she's coming back to our house.
She's leaving? With the babies? Both of them? Is Katie okay now?
Of course not. She needs lots of rest, so your father and I will help for a while. Twins are incredibly difficult to care for. Why wouldn't you help at all? All this talk about more fathers taking parental leave is clearly a lie, with useless sons like you around.
I changed diapers and stuff.
Are you stupid? Don't think that's enough to count as child care. Now come apologize immediately. Katie was pushed to her absolute limit. She might not even forgive you. She's been crying for hours, blaming herself. When you're the one who failed her, the doctor's coming to check on her. She might need medication. This is all your fault.
She'll forgive me. She always does. I'll do better. I promise I'll help more.
Not this time. I've never seen her like this. You've broken her trust completely. She's terrified of going home. She thinks you'll never change.
But where will she stay?
In your old room. Your father's already moved the cribs. We're setting up the nursery now. The babies are finally sleeping. They seem calmer here. At least they'll be away from all your yelling.
Can I come see them?
Not today. Katie needs rest, and I need to have a long talk with you first.
Mom,
Save it. Just come to the house tomorrow, and be prepared to listen. Really listen this time. For once in your life, if you even can.
Katie, I'm coming to my parents this weekend and, well, I want to talk. We see each other every week, but don't speak. It's weird. I'm helping with the kids now, so I want to make up. I've learned how to make formula properly, and I can change diapers without help now.
Yeah, okay. I've calmed down and sorted out my thoughts, so that's fine.
Thank you. I miss you and the babies. The house feels so empty without you three.
Please don't.
Don't what?
Don't try to make me feel guilty. You had your chance to be there for us.
I'm not! This weekend, I'll cook for you. I've been looking up recipes and everything. I want to make something healthy for you. Mom's been teaching me basic meals. I know you like pasta.
Forget the cooking. Just bring your ID when you come this weekend.
My ID? Why?
I want a divorce.
What? Divorce? You can't mean that, after all we've been through?
Yes.
Wait, hold on. I've changed. I apologized, didn't I? I'm trying so hard now. I do laundry at my place. I even bought a cookbook.
Your apology didn't make it forgivable. That's why I want a divorce.
Katie! I'm sorry. I was really wrong. Please give me another chance. I'll do better this time.
Stop. Those words don't mean anything anymore.
don't know what else to do besides apologize. Tell me what you want me to do. I'll do anything.
That's why I'm saying I want a divorce. I realized I'm happier living apart. Nobody criticizes my housework or childcare, and I'd forgotten how many people are here to support me and the kids. So it's okay.
But I'm not okay. I can only work hard because I have you and the kids.
Who do you think is supporting this family? Remember saying that so arrogantly?
I regret saying that now. I was stupid and selfish.
The person being told doesn't forget so easily. You treated me like a slave after giving birth, screaming at me for neglecting housework and cutting corners. I don't want to be with someone who does that anymore.
I'm sorry. I was really wrong. But I don't want a divorce. I know it's my fault we're at this point, but please give me a chance. I finally understand how hard childcare really is.
That's hard to believe. You only help with childcare during weekend visits. When the babies are happy and fed, you've never handled a real crisis.
I'll earn back your trust. If you come home, I'll do everything. All the housework, too. I won't leave it to you.
You know what else makes me angry? You ignored everything I said, but immediately listened to your mom. Sure, she's more experienced at housework and childcare, has more life experience, but why did you dismiss my words? I begged for help so many times.
I thought you were just being needy.
Even if I was being needy, what's wrong with that? You married me because you loved me, right? These are your children, right? Anyone living together would notice I wasn't sleeping. I realized you're unnecessary as both a husband and father.
I'm really sorry, but I'll work hard to be a good husband and father from now on.
You demanded professional-level childcare from me from the start, but you're so lenient with yourself. You criticize everything I do, but praise yourself for the bare minimum.
I finally understand how hard it is caring for twins. I was the needy one, leaving everything to you. Now I understand how difficult it was for you. So if you'll forgive me, I'll do anything. I really love the kids, and of course you're important to me too.
If I was important, things wouldn't have gotten to this point.
I'm sorry. Please don't do this. We can start over.
Hey, you said you'd do anything if I forgive you, right?
I will. A man keeps his word. If I ever treat you badly again, you can file for divorce. I'll even sign papers now. Just give me one last chance.
I understand.
Really? Katie, thank you. I promise I'll never hurt you again.
Why do you assume not getting divorced is the default? I forgive what you did, so please, divorce me. You said you'd do anything, right?
Wait! That's not what I meant! You can't be serious about this! I thought we were making progress! The babies need both parents together!
They need a healthy environment, which you couldn't provide.
I can change! I will change! Just watch me!
I've watched enough. For 3 months, I watched you ignore our babies. I watched you belittle my efforts. I watched you choose work over family every time.
That's not fair!
No, what's not fair is how you treated me, how you treated our children.
They're my children too!
Then you should have acted like it. Not just during convenient visiting hours. Not just when they're happy. not just when your mother is watching.
I'm trying now!
It's too late. This is my final request with you as my husband. You'll listen properly this time, won't you? The divorce discussions with my husband were difficult, but my in-laws took my side, and I was finally able to get divorced. His parents insisted he agree to all terms. He still complains about the child support payments, saying they're too high, but his mother reminds him how much twins actually cost. Though he visits on weekends at his parents' house where I'm staying, he's really just playing at helping, cherry-picking the easy parts of childcare and housework. Even my mother-in-law got tired of scolding him. He congratulates himself on trying hard, but getting back together would just lead to the same problems. I'd already given him chances, so I don't regret moving forward with divorce at all. I've started keeping a detailed record of all our interactions and his visits. My lawyer says documentation is important for the future. The twins had their first Christmas at my parents' house. He came for an hour, brought no gifts, then left early for a work event. His mother was mortified. She brought presents for them the next day. Looking back, I should have seen the warning signs. Even before the twins, he never helped with housework. I thought having children would change him, but it only made things worse. The first few months after the twins were born were the hardest of my life. Not just because of caring for two newborns, but because of his constant criticism and lack of support. I'm grateful that my in-laws stepped in when they did. If my mother-in-law hadn't been there that day I collapsed, I don't know what would have happened. Since he'll always be the kid's father, we maintain minimal contact, but I plan to treat him as a convenient father figure from now on. I'll make sure he pays child support until the kids are grown. The custody arrangement is working out as well as it can. He sees the twins during supervised visits at his parents' house. At least there I know they're being properly cared for. I left my in-laws' house and moved back to my parents. Honestly, leaving my in-laws was harder than divorcing my husband. They've been more supportive than I ever could have imagined. My mother-in-law still calls every day to check on the twins. She's been amazing through all of this. While I plan minimal contact with my ex, I want to stay connected with my in-laws. I hope they'll continue watching over the children's growth with me. My parents have been incredible too. Dad converted his home office into a nursery, and Mom helps with night feedings so I can finally get some sleep. It's strange. I have more help now as a single mother than I ever did when I was married. The twins are thriving now. They smile more, cry less. Maybe they can sense that their mom is happier. I'm grateful for everyone's support. And this time, I'll work hard to raise the kids without destroying my health. Some people have asked if I regret getting divorced with twins so young. I don't. Being a single mother is challenging, but it's still easier than being married to someone who makes you feel worthless. The future looks brighter now. I'm focusing on healing, both physically and emotionally, and most importantly, giving my children the stable, loving home they deserve. Some days are still hard, but I'm getting stronger. My sister moved closer to help with childcare. The twins light up when they see her. It's nice to see them surrounded by people who truly love them. People who show up consistently, not just when it's convenient. Maybe one day, you'll realize what family really means. But I'm not waiting around for that anymore. We're building our own happiness now,